Cybersecurity Summit came to Dallas last week with several hundred CISOs and information security professionals in one room. It was really cool to see four different backup vendors all on the expo floor having cyber resilience conversations with the attendees. Technically, you could say there were five vendors represented. Veeam was not on the expo floor, but they were brought up a few times on main stage, usually framed around, and once the bad actor had breached the Veeam server, then they, which was interesting to listen to. The Cybersecurity Summit is one of my favorite single stage conferences because they have a rich flow of 10 and 20-minute sessions, mostly given by leaders and implementers just like those in the audience, that all file through, along with a few vendor speakers. And since the general session room is next door to a well laid out expo hall, it was coming and going all day long. I had a great conversation with Rubrik, which, as expected, had folks in their booth throughout the day. Rubrik was among the first data protection vendors to pivot the narrative from data protection to cyber resilience, so that wasn't surprising. What was interesting to listen to were the conversations around AI rollback. In 2026, those are the conversations that everyone wants to have, right? Cyber resilience, where does AI fit in? In this case, Rubrik already boasts intelligence for determining safe recovery points, but listening to them have frontline conversation with decision makers on how they protect AI and not just the cybersecurity discussions, that was intriguing. Rubrik also had a solid session on main stage to that all CISO audience. Commvault actually had the most traffic, and not just because they had better swag. Commvault has been talking about a persona they call ResOps, like SecOps and DevOps, etc. And while I'm not personally bought in yet that resonates with buyers' self-defined identities, I really like the idea that resilience has to be foundational and not bolted on. And the more I talk with the Commvault architect, the more interesting that change in mindset, that the roles responsible for your org's resilience framework and vision and strategy that the rest of IT is built upon, that started to stick with me, even if the name doesn't. Also, got to give a shout out to the Commvault booth staff who are really outgoing and proactively engaging passersby, and that isn't as common on expo floors as it should be. My point being, it was great to see so many data protection vendors not only having presence and relevance at a cybersecurity exclusive event, but also having unique perspectives that brought insights to the attendees and differentiation even among the data protection industry leaders. Leave your thoughts below.